everyone, this is Max from the Burly Box, and today I will show you a place where you can get mods for your beloved Mass Effect games and a small tutorial on how to install what is, in my honest opinion, the best texture mod for Mass Effect 2. It is simply called A Lot of Textures for Mass Effect 2. It is a massive mod loaded with high resolution textures to achieve a great graphical overhaul of the old vanilla game. You can find a ton of mods for all three Mass Effect games on nexusmod.com and most specifically the Alot mod. There is a link into the description that gets you directly onto where to get it. Now, it has to be said that if you want to install multiple mods on your game, you need to install any known graphical mods before installing the Alot mod. For example, since the PC version of the game doesn't have controller support, I did install a mod to enable controller support before going on with the massive graphical and mod installation. Alright, first thing first, the first thing you need to do is to download the mod itself. So you have to go here into the Files tab. It's going to open up right here. Actually, the first one you have to download is this one here. So you just click on it and you're going to see that you need to register into the site to have any download going. It's a bit of a hassle, but it's worth it. Just register and you're going to be able to download. And also you're going to see two options. You're going to be able to download either for free or download when you buy a premium subscription to the site. So in the first case, for the free one, your download is going to be capped at 1 megabits per second speed. And if you go premium, you're not going to have a speed cap. So it's your choice, but be patient if you want to go ahead and download for free, because it is 5.9 gigs or 5.6 gigs. It's a lot of gigs to go through. It's going to take a lot of time. So let's just go ahead and cancel this. I'm just going to close this down and close this. Mine is already downloaded because I did it beforehand before doing this video, so it's right here. So I've sent it into my download folder, and the first thing you need to do is to unzip the file and send it into a temporary folder. So I just go ahead and extract all, browse and put it wherever you want. So I put it right here in my documents into the Alot folder that I've created beforehand. So just go ahead and click extract. Mine is already extracted, so we're just gonna go ahead and see what it looks like. So when it is unzipped, it looked like this. And first thing you need to do is just double click on the executable here called Alot installer, and it's gonna looks a bit like this. It will either look like this or have the settings already open. And first thing you need to do, and something that I recommend that you do, is make a backup of your files for all the Mass Effect games that you have installed here, because when you're modding your game, sometimes it's gonna go wrong, and you can go back to the vanilla game and do it again. So just go ahead and back it up. I did myself is done here. It took about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's right here. M2 backup. So all my old files are there. If I ever want to go back to the vanilla game, I just can go back in the click of a button. So the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of information of all the games, and as you can see, you can use this installer to mod the other games, also the first one and the third one. So once you're inside here, you can see that the main file is already imported, and it is required for the mod to work. But also there are recommended or optional mods that you can add to it, and it adds a lot to the feel of the game. And I personally recommend to download them all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how to do it. So it's pretty simple. You just click on one, like this one right here, better air textures. It's gonna go and tell you where to download it. You just go ahead and direct download. It's gonna save directly into your download folder. And it downloads. It is right here. So you open up the installer, you just drag and drop it, poof, one file imported, and there it is. It shows here that it's been added. So I've also downloaded the first one here beforehand, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drag it. It's still zipped, you can just go and drag and drop it into the installer. And it says here one file has been moved into the texture library, and it shows here that it's been added. There's another one here, also the elusive man complexion tweak, so just go ahead and drag it, drop it. It says okay and shows here that it's been added. So I'm gonna do all that for everything else. There are some for better complexion for um, male shepherd, female shepherd, also better textures for weapons and armor. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do them, and we're gonna jump cut to the end before the installation and everything. So I'm gonna be back when this is all done. Alright, so I have everything here downloaded. There's only one that is kind of weird, but it says here that the authorized mod is Weapon Mantis and it's version 1.0, but the installer was pointing to a newer file 1.5, and instead of putting it in green here, it just shows up down here. So it's going to install it anyway, but it's not greened out here, so don't worry about it if it does the same to you. Usually it's just gonna work out fine. So let's just go ahead. Everything is ready. I just click on install for Mass Effect 2. So it says one file missing, but it's already there. But so it says if you don't import all of the files, it's going to degrade the Alot experience and everything. But everything is in there. Just go ahead and click OK. So here, what do you want to install? If you build and install, you have to choose. Alot, you don't have any choice. The add-ons and the user files. So you want to install everything, build and install. And here it shows how fast it's going. Since I'm running on the solid state drive, usually it's gonna take a few minutes. So now it's ready to install the texture. This is gonna take a lot more time, so install now. Alright, as you can see, this is gonna take a lot of time. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna jump cut it again, and then we're gonna go ahead with the rest of the process afterwards. Alright, once the installer is done with installing the texture, it's gonna show you this page here. It says don't click update and also turn off the automatic updates. The reason is simple. If you do that, you're gonna screw up your game. So don't do it if you ever see that page pop up when you load the game, and just go play without the updating, and you're gonna be just fine. So it says here, got it. Installation is done. Continue, and everything is done. You can close this, and now you are ready to go ahead and play Mass Effect with your new bright textures. Alright, so here it is in all its glories. A lot of textures. Right here it says into the start menu. So when you see that, it means that it's already installed, so you are ready to play with your new textures. So you can start a new game or resume an old one and enjoy your bright new textures. And with that being said, we sure hope that you liked the video today, and if you did, leave us a like, drop us off a comment if you have any questions. We're gonna be more than happy to answer them for you. And also consider subscribing. It always helps us a lot and makes us also very happy. And with that being said, we love you all and have a great week.